Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to my channel. And I guess you guys caught me a little bit working on the guitar here, the Squier Jazz Bass. Doing a little bit of fret cleaning on this thing and cleaning the fretboard at the same time. Now I've got, let's see here, these frets are all done and the fretboard is clean as well, so I got basically the other half of the fretboard to finish, or fingerboard, whichever one you want to call it. There's some grime like in between the cracks over here, so let me bring you a little bit closer to show you what I've been doing. Alright, so I'm using the Mother's aluminum and mag, or mag and aluminum polish. It isn't going to hurt the finish that is on the fingerboard. In fact, it's actually shining it up pretty good. It's basically kind of like a rubbing compound. There is a little bit of an abrasive inside here. As you see, it's like a thick paste. But yeah, I've been using this stuff for years, so I kind of know where to use it, how to use it. So I don't know if you could tell the difference, but this is a fret that has not been polished. These are frets that have been polished, so they have more of a shine to them than these guys over here. Now you see there's crap on here, and you see there was one fret that had there's a lot of crap in between the crack between the fret and the wood itself. So I just want to kind of clean that up and make the frets look like they're nice and new. So let me put you guys back where I had you. Alright, so I think that's the same spot that I had you guys before up there. As you can see, that's from the metal from the fret that wire themselves. Usually stainless steel does that. A lot of different metals will end up doing that to rags. But yeah, if you hear a fan going in the background, that's the laptop doing a little bit of work for me. So yeah, basically what I'm doing is just cleaning the fretboard, fingerboard, and cleaning the frets at the same time with the Mother's. It's doing a good job. Again, I can't complain with this Mother stuff. I've been using it for a long time, and it's been working great as far as polishing frets go. Any type of chrome or aluminum too. Welcome. We interrupt this program to bring you breaking news from Eric C. and the guitar community. Nathan has officially received his Ibanez guitar and did an unboxing video. And this is what Nathan had to say.
The day is here. The guitar is here. The guitar Eric C. shipped is right here, and I'm going to do an unboxing on it right now. I am so excited. I have been waiting very impatiently for it, but it is here now. So give me a minute. Oh, I don't have strength for this. Oh my goodness. It's got the bubble wrap he said it would have, which is a good thing. To protect it, of course. Oh man. I see something. Very much so. Got some of that too. Oh. Oh my gosh. Can you see that, Ibanez? Can they see that? Yeah. Look at that. I've never ever, first of all, I even had a case like this before. I'm a gig bag guy. This is where it goes down right here. I'm giddy as hell. It feels like I'm opening the whole world. Get in on this. Oh, hold on. Here is a letter, a little letter from Eric. And I'm gonna read it. It says, Nathan, congrats on the Ibanez guitar. It is very cool how this GoFundMe thing is going to help out others to progress, learn, and maybe start something new to get into music. I do have a love for music and a love for guitars. I may not be as good of a guitar player as others, but I still watch and learn. The YouTube guitar community has a lot of separate groups with some very good people in them. If it wasn't for Chicken Guitars, I would have never got to see some great talent out there, including yourself. Thank you for that. I hope this gift will help you in your playing needs. Rock on, man. Eric C. P.S. The guitar is not tuned for shipping. That is awesome. Eric, thank you so much. Chicken Guitars, thank you so much. GTV Guitars, Jeff Underwood. I would never have what we're about to see here if it wasn't for all of you. So I thank you all from the bottom of my heart. But I'm very impatient right now. Do you see that? I just can't even. Look at this bad boy. Yeah. He said patch cords, some tuning Allen wrenches for this, which I'll be utilizing very well. Oh my. It's got a pretty fast neck. It's very narrow, and I have very long fingers, so that's gonna do well. The craftsmanship on this is unreal. This bridge work is something else. These knobs actually glow in the dark. I don't know if I turn this off. It's not quite dark enough, and maybe you have to have the guitar on. I'm not sure, but I know for a fact these knobs glow. Isn't that awesome? This is one sharp guitar. S470DX. The neck, very thin. This is the type of neck it's an awesome guitar. I can't wait to play it. Whew. Eric, you did a hell of a job on this, buddy. I'm overwhelmed. I don't even know what to say. I want to play it. Look at that. You talking about a guy that knows what he's doing. He's awesome. Eric, thank you so much for this. GTV Guitar TV, thank you. Chicken Guitars, Jeff Underwood, everybody in the guitar community, thank you. If it wasn't for all of y'all, I wouldn't even have this. Thank you so much.
Oh, we're live? Oh, I do have to say, congratulations, Nathan, and Chicken Guitars. I would never have seen this video about what's going on here, and I am really, really proud to be a part of it. So, this is the end of the breaking news, and back to the scheduled program. Where'd that bubble wrap go? Now, I'm not too crazy about the steel wool. Even though I can mask off the fretboard and, you know, protect everything with masking tape, I'm just not crazy about, I don't know, the little bits and pieces of steel wool when it ends up disintegrating, especially being on a shiny finish and stuff like that. If you're not careful and you wipe down the body or something like that, and you have all these little metal shavings or little metal pieces that'll scratch up your finish, and I just, you know, want to prevent that from happening entirely. So these frets are in very, very good shape. There's no dents in them. There's no wear to them at all. This guitar was used, so whoever used it kind of took care of it a little bit. Other than the issues of the neck, I don't think this thing has too many problems with it. And once I get the strings on it and set it up, I think this thing will be a great player. It's got a nice fretboard on there, fingerboard. I gotta throw in fingerboard because some people call it a fingerboard, some people call it a fretboard, you know. So I gotta throw that in there. Try to get up underneath the fret a little bit. Well, not underneath it, but all the way up against between the wood and the metal to clean out whatever is stuck in there. It's nice to fret ends, like every time I go over with the rag, it's not pulling pieces of the rag out. They're not sharp at all. Frets are really nice on this thing. It's kind of nice to get a used guitar and not have to do a fret leveling job on it. This works out pretty good. So I'm doing like 3 frets at a time, try to make this a little bit quicker, and rubbing the wood, well, not the wood, but the clear coat that's around the frets at the same time, and it's cleaning up. I mean, it's getting all the crap off of it, shining it up, making it look like brand new. Now I will go over the back of the neck. Let's see, this has got some grime in between the fret and the fretboard itself. I'll try to get that out. You know, everybody else's or whoever had this guitar, their DNA all over the fretboard. It's nice I don't have to oil this fretboard either, fingerboard, fretboard. That's kind of a nice. Inlays on this thing are really nice. I mean, there's nothing wrong with this thing, which I'm actually kind of surprised with some Squier stuff. Some Squier stuff is kind of crap. Some of it's nice. Some of it works pretty good. And this is the second bass, Squier bass, that I've acquired, and I'm liking them. I'm liking them a lot. And maybe someday I'll do a bass giveaway. That'll be kind of cool. See, this fret here has some grime still. There you go. Now it's coming out. Get my fingernail up against there and get that crap out of there. So I'm down to the last 2. Wow, this was the easiest fret polishing job I've ever did. Didn't have to worry about the fretboard, fingerboard, whatever you want to call it, getting stuff on it, and yeah, didn't have to mask it off or nothing. Plus, I kind of like the look of a chrome, real high glossy look to a fretboard or fret, because I know that steel wool does a nice job as far as, you know, cleaning up the frets and everything else too, but I kind of like the way the polish works better than anything else. A little spot here I gotta get out from underneath the fret. The computer's done doing what it had to do, so now the fans are starting to slow down. Not bad, not bad at all. Now I kind of go over these guys a little bit with this polish. Not a lot, but just a very, very little bit. Just polish these pole pieces up a little bit, make them have a little bit of a shine to them as well. Not much, because they don't look like they've been polished on the top of them. They just look like they've been cut, and that's about it. I know these pickups are going to be way too high, so I'm going to have to adjust those when I get the strings on here. And once I get the strings on here, I will end up doing the final cleanup polishing on here. Alright, so I'm going to kind of work on this headstock a little bit to clean up whatever is in that as far as dirt goes, because there is some dust and shit on there. And is the headstock in the picture? Yes, it is. So I'll move this down a little bit more. Got my rag over here. I want to remove the string retainer or tree, whatever you guys want to call this. Wrong screwdriver. There we go. Alright. Man, I gotta do some guitar playing here, some practicing, and make some videos on that. Alright, so like I said, for a small area, you don't need a lot. Using too much will be a waste. Alright, so I'll just go over this a little bit, rub it in. Get between the keys, or not the keys, but string winders. See, this is the hard part of cleaning a guitar and stuff. When you have strings on it, you can't really clean the headstock very well or polish it out or anything like that. So it really wasn't that dirty. So let me get a clean rag again. Yes, I have almost an endless supply of microfiber rags. When you do automotive detailing, you tend to stock up on this stuff. Stock up on it and wash the ones that that you didn't use as a type of a rag for you know, lacquer thinner, painting, or anything like that. Tell you, this thing almost looks like a brand new guitar. Alright, so I could actually start putting strings on this thing. In fact, that's what I'm going to do. Now the pickguard came out really good. I'm not disappointed in how this thing came out. I am surprised that the scratches didn't come out a little bit more, but as deep as the scratches are from the pick or whatever, I can understand why they didn't come out. So what I want to do is I just want to go over this a little bit more. Don't want to put too much on the rag as far as the scratch doctor goes, because the hard thing is getting this shit in the top of a screw or in a screw head does not want to come out very easily. Make sure I have nothing around the edge of the fretboard, fingerboard. Kind of nice the way you did the binding on each side of it too. So it's ready for strings right now. Ain't that something? Now, the first video was a very, very long video, and I'm not going to apologize for it, because there was a lot of information that possibly could be used in that video. So next, what we're going to do is start putting strings on this thing.